So it is now 7:02. I am going to bring the meeting of the Monroe CT 250 committee to order. What I'd like to do first is if we could all say the Pledge of Allegiance together. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Marita was trying to say something when you began there, Nicole.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marita, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I was just going to say I may have to just leave about 10-15 minutes before the meeting ends.
You know what? Your volume, either my volume is really low or yours is.
She may have to leave early.
Oh, that's fine. We'll go. Then I'll try to make it as fast as we can.
Yeah.
I'm going to do roll call.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome. We'll get there in the end.
We'll get there in the end.
It may kill us, but we'll get there. Hi, Ray. How you doing? How was dinner tonight?
There we are. I'm going to do roll call. So I have Ray Giovanni here with me. Marita.
Here.
Present. And Kevin Daly and Nicole
Present.
Signoli. Absence with notice will be Aaron McGoldrick and Sue DeGeorge. Okay. I don't know if anyone had a chance to review the minutes of the April 2nd meeting.
I did.
And what do we think? Did we do okay?
I think you did a great job.
Okay.
I have no issues with it, and I will go so far as to motion to approve them.
Okay, so Kevin made the motion. Any seconds?
I'll second.
Okay, great. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. All right. Just get rid of those so I don't get confused. Okay. I'm just going to run through the agenda, kind of just explain a little bit what's been happening. Since we last met, yes, it's true that the funds from the Monroe Bicentennial Committee have been moved to the Monroe CT 250 Committee's funds at Town Hall. In fact, that past Town Council, that's happened. Just so you know, flags have been purchased and they are in my office. So what does that mean? So it says here that I increased flags budget to 1,500. It was originally 1,000. And what happened was Sue and I went back and forth. I made some executive orders to get a couple more flags to make it a little bit more enticing. The provider she was working with said, "Oh yeah, you know that it's a rush. We need it before Memorial Day parade." And he says, "Yes, but I don't have that many in stock." So we have 13 flags come in my office with their poles, which is now under the 1,000. It's a little under that, about $1,000. So we're great on that. Sue is not present, but she reported in that she will be meeting with Public Works on Monday about selecting the exact area of poles to hang the flags on Route 111. And she's going to contact Ray to find out what Ray is doing for the Stepney Green. And if I said, I really think that Stepney needs one of our American 250 flags. So if you could share that with her and work on that.
I will.
So it's 13 flags plus I called it the Donna Lynn flag. I don't know what else to call it. The one she bought for us. So we were going to put one at the flagpole here at Town Hall. And so that's one there. So then there's one at Stepney. So then we're going to go from there and do a couple things like that. Mm-hmm. Would you like to talk about banners?
Yeah, I can do that quickly. The banners are on order from John over at Superior Sign, who does a great job. He designed a nice layout. I think I shared it with everyone last time. We're having 2 made. I'm getting the Union Savings Bank to donate them, so there's no cost to our committee. And one will be used in the parade, hopefully, by someone to carry it proudly, whether it's our commission or someone else's, services or whatever. And then the idea was to take it and after the parade is over and mount it over on the green here in our gazebo area. And then also we have a second one that we want to utilize over at Stepney Green. And I've been involved with Kathy over there, who's been gracious to say, of course, they'll be welcoming it. And it's a matter of where could we put it that's comfortable for them, not get in the way of anything that they're doing. She was making a recommendation possibly that maybe they want to put it up on their gazebo, actually hanging it from their gazebo, which they've done other things like that before. And of course, I said, well, we'll work collaboratively, whatever is most convenient for everybody. So she's looking forward to that. We're going to put our heads together and figure out what that will be on the Stepney Green. How long we leave them there, I guess, is up to this group. I assume through maybe Labor Day, I was thinking, or whatever, if they survive. They're good quality. Maybe that's, I know that Stepney Green, Stepney, Save Our Stepney is, as I mentioned before, is doing a lot of activities for their commemorative respect for the 250 in September. So maybe we want to leave it up through their festivities and then take it down after that or whatever someone thinks. And that's the update.
Cool. And I think, and we can talk, maybe at the end we can see by the end of the 4th of July, how the quality is, and then talk to Kathy and see what she thinks.
Right.
And also town hall.
Right.
Can I piggyback off of that? Because I had a couple of texts going back and forth with Kathy recently. She was in Slovenia.
Yes. She just returned.
And she mentioned that the Save Our Stepney Task Force was going to be creating an encampment on the Stepney Green to commemorate Rochambeau's camping in Monroe. And I had to tell her that Rochambeau never set foot in Monroe. It was Duc de Luzon. And although it seems like an interesting idea, the important thing is that from an historic perspective, you do not give the impression that the troops camped on the Stepney Green. So I gave her the full history in a text to Slovenia. So I don't know if she had mentioned any of that to you, Ray. I hope that, they're going to get it right. I can't police everybody.
Yeah, no, she didn't mention that at all. No.
Trying to get the history right.
Right.
She did mention it to me when we were talking about the cleanup Stepney, that initial initiative. So it's in my agenda to follow up with her.
Okay. Well, if there are any questions on the French encampment in Monroe, you can ask me. I'm pretty well versed on that. As far as all the flags are concerned, now that they're all ordered and everything, our last meeting we were talking about someone up in Meriden being required to hang these things. Has all of that been ironed out, or we have?
They're working directly with Public Works. That's whoever. That's the subcommittee's idea.
Yep.
Oh, you mean at Stepney or at Town Hall?
Anywhere.
Yeah, they're working
even in Newtown.
Yeah, they're working directly with Public Works.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Public Works knows that I told them this week that the flags are in, so they're just waiting for Ray and Sue to finalize their decisions of where to put them, and then they'll put them up in time for the parade.
Yep, they have the company that does all of our tree cutting. That vendor is the one who's going to be installing them this year, as they've done each and every year. So
as long as everybody is in the loop and everybody knows what's going on,
all is good.
Assumptions are dangerous at this point.
Yes.
And also under the money issue, I always have that mayonnaise jar ready. And so we had the mayonnaise jar open at the cleanup day, and we made $5.
All right.
Fantastic.
And I deposited it. So
Great.
I think it's fun. Does anyone have any questions on money right now before we?
Where did you deposit it? Did you deposit it
into
in
my,
your purse?
yes, into my bank account to go to Mexico. Yeah, that one, I sent it right away next door. Any questions right now?
Nothing on money.
Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to go right through the agenda. The agenda is more detailed than it probably should be, but I wanted to let everyone know what's been going on at my desk so that you know what's been going on.
So I'm just going to go, I'm not even going to go to Google Sheets because that's annoying to me. So I hope you have your agendas in front of you. I hope.
Do.
Okay. So the first thing is, Marita, I'd like to turn the floor over to you for you to give us a debriefing on the event for the cleanup day. She's there. Maybe she had her
Yes,
on.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we
It's a-
can.
It may be a little bit difficult because I am at my son's soccer game inside taking this meeting. So if I'm in and out, that's why.
Okay.
But overall, we had 31 total volunteers. I'd say that it went pretty well. I was a little bit stressed because Miss Iverson, the teacher, it was very last minute that she replied to me. But I think it went very well. We had a great turnout. Lots of things cleaned. The chairs and picnic tables are nice and shiny. Terry was there. We had great photos. I thought it was really good.
Yes. And just so you know, I did send our post-event press release to Bill Batara, and it just went through his press cycle today, and I shared it on our Instagram. I reshared it on our Monroe CT 250's Instagram and Facebook. So look for it there. We
Okay.
did that too. Yeah, I had fun. I thought it was a great day. So thank you, Maria, for being co-chair on that. I really appreciate it. Excellent.
You're welcome. Nicole, did you get all the final last emails that I sent you?
I got all the volunteers that you sent me. Yep, I gave all of the waivers to HR because just in case somebody figures out they did something there. I gave all the waivers to HR that day. I have a copy in my office in my thing folder. And then I got your email with all the volunteers. Thank you for doing that because I just sent an email. What I'm doing, and I'll share that in a little bit, I'm using some of those volunteers for future events. So asking for more help. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Excellent. The next thing on the agenda calendar-wise, but I have not done anything about it, Google my maps of Monroe's Historical Society's recipe cards, those landmarks that Kevin did. Tomorrow is May 8th, so I have a couple young people that came up to me at the volunteer fair. I will, if not tomorrow, Monday, I will send a note out to them, say, hey, remember you and I talked, and actually one of them came in a week or two before, and I said, I know you said you would help me with my map. So I can now harass them even more. So nothing's done yet, but that's where we are.
Okay.
The first history lecture of our series between Monroe CT 250, the Monroe Historical Society, and the Edith Wheeler Memorial Library is May 14th. I have blasted it everywhere. As I sent an email earlier this week to you about what is happening in Hartford and what's happening with Connecticut Humanities, some dates. And in there, it said, make sure that you are sharing your events to CT Visit, and I am. Okay, everybody's there. I'm waiting for Donna Lynn to say she doesn't think the doors are open. So every event, what I'm do is, as Marita knows, I create a press release because that just helps me get my thoughts together. I send it to whoever is the presenter or the or the subcommittee chair, and I have you proof it, tell me what to do, and then from there I create flyers, and we then use those flyers to start. And I start right at CT Visit, so that's the tourism board's calendar, and then there's a little radio dial I choose that says a 250 event, and it goes, and it's up there, so it's all out there. And if you I tried to send people the link so they can see the work. I did, as the library director of Monroe, of Edith Wheeler, I sent to my presenter, Kevin Daly, a list of everything that is going to be necessary for next Thursday night's program. That's what I normally do, is 1 week before. I've also reached out to 2 volunteers who came up to me at the volunteer fair. They are coming, and I asked them to confirm that today. So I should have a husband and wife team to help me set up the room, take down the room. So I won't be alone. I also reached out to some of the young people that had come at the volunteer fair to see if they or their parents can come. Right now, I have one response, but they can't stay. So I'm waiting for the other response, or otherwise I may move on to an adult to help me. But that's what we have. Kevin, anything else that I did not cover that you want to tell me now?
Well, I'd like to discuss a couple of things. First
Sure.
of all, how's the sign up going? Do we have like more than 2 people?
Oh, golly, I don't know if I sent the email to you. 37. You're at 37 already.
That's enough.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And it stays, and it's, oh, maybe I did. I was playing with my emails and I've been doing payroll, so I probably deleted one. So the sign up is active through 2 hours before the event.
Okay.
Please tell your friends and family to register, because 37 is going to be quite tight. And if they don't have a it's not that I don't want to turn them away, but it's a fire code issue. So have your friends and family register.
Wow, that'd be great if you had to turn people away. What a success.
May I ask a quick question and or suggest something?
Sure.
Would the History of Monroe event that will be presented by Kevin, would there be a possibility that this could be also available in either Zoom or Teams or whatever online platform as well? Because I would have loved to join, and I would have loved for my son to do it because of our schedules. And maybe since there's a space issue, that would probably solve that problem.
I'm not technologically savvy enough to do that. To be honest, I'm not. Because I need 2 laptops. I'm going to need to do that. I have to set up the room. It's a lot. And I don't even have a camera and a tripod that I could videotape it and then do it. I mean, and the people that are really good at that are on FMLA leave here.
So, speaking of technology.
Yep.
So I'm just, I'm in.
I can let me just stop. I'll ask Marita, but I don't have the bandwidth to do it. I did not plan it that way. I planned it as an in-person event. But maybe the next one I can figure it out. I'll see how I can do.
Okay. Well, I am, I can be available for the tech part because I think I'm pretty technologically savvy. However, if you don't have the resources for a laptop, then it would kind of be pointless.
Yeah, and I have because I need his laptop and I need my laptop ready, and I need to be able to tie into what is going on right now, and he needs the screen, and I don't know it well enough, and it's been so long since Zoom that it's not fresh anymore in my head. We used to do it all the time, hybrid, whatever, but it's not fresh anymore. But I'll ask my gang, see what we can do. And or if we can record it and do something like that, put it on the website.
Yeah, that would have been my secondary suggestion, is to even maybe just use, a regular iPhone voice memo and record the entire thing, and then we can just transfer the entire transcription into, a Copilot AI, and then we can just post that. It would capture all the details that, Kevin talks about, and I would not mind doing that for you if you'd like.
But you're not. But you mean the transferring? I do it with the iPhone, and then you send it to the link to you, and you transfer it.
Correct.
Okay, make sure I heard that. Yeah. Let me find out what I can do here, and then we'll go to Plan B or Plan C. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, good.
It's not going to change what I need to do, but I do have questions. Speaking of technology.
Yes.
So right now I'm kind of in panic mode here, and I'll be presenting primarily through a PowerPoint presentation.
Correct?
So right now at home, I have my laptop plugged into a docking station, and then I have a secondary monitor
Yes,
hooked up to that. I would not be bringing that. I would only be bringing the laptop that has to plug into your projector. I
correct,
presume through an HDMI cable, which you likely have.
correct,
Do you know?
correct,
Okay, correct.
correct.
So my PowerPoint presentation, I'm using what's called presenter view, which is where I can see the current slide on my screen, as well as the next slide, as well as the text for each slide, while the audience will only see the projected image of the current slide.
Okay,
So I can see more on my screen
yeah.
than the audience can see. I'm one step ahead. I'm concerned about how all that's going to work if I'm not bringing my secondary monitor. It's probably nothing. But I think everything should work smoothly. I may just have to set up the secondary monitor differently. I'm not sure. But if there was a way between now and next Thursday that could be tested, that might be appreciated. Or get in nice and early and try and iron out the
The only day I have open is Wednesday.
Wednesday of next week.
Yeah, after I have an 11:30 interview. And so then after 1.
Yeah, I'll be working. All right, we're just going to have to wing it then.
So and Marita, correct me if I'm wrong. If you have presenter view, you can read your notes on the bottom of presenter view.
Yes, I
If you
can.
created the PowerPoints with notes, you absolutely can. It could even read it for him, really.
Yeah,
No, we're not going to do that.
If he's in presenter mode, all he would need to do is just click the space bar and it just moves. And you can also do slideshow. How big is the screen that you're presenting? Is it large enough? Also, you may not even need the HDMI cable, because if it's Bluetooth compatible, it's just a quick click of a button and it connects all devices.
Well, however we're going to connect is fine. I want it to be so that the presenter mode is not seen by the audience, only by me.
so let me say it a different way. Okay. So Ray is here, and Ray can swear that we have a huge screen that we use all the time. Same screen that we've always had for the past 25 years, 20 years. So it's here. So I'm getting you a table, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to put the table maybe in a corner over here, hide you in a corner so that you can sit and you can have your laptop facing you, with the back of the laptop facing the public. So
correct.
Right? That's what you're hoping for.
Right.
So
never reveal my secrets.
Yes, don't reveal your secrets. So that should just work. I'm not just sure what this presentation screen is.
The presentation screen, basically the technology within the application allows me to see the current slide, the text for the current slide, and the next slide, while the projected image to the audience only shows the current slide.
Okay, and that's exactly right. That's normal. That's normal.
That's normal. That's fine. I don't do a lot of public presentations.
Yeah, that's a normal way to do it. I thought you were bringing a secondary laptop that you were going to have facing you.
One laptop.
That's what it sounded like.
That's what it sounded. Ray's like, yeah, that's what it sounded like.
No, I have a secondary monitor that I use at home as I'm developing all of this, not a second laptop. Single laptop, an additional monitor, and it works with the additional monitor. So basically your screen in the Eller's room would be the equivalent of my additional monitor. Right. So it's probably nothing, but that at this point, that's really my only concern.
And that's what I have right now. I'm so sorry, Kevin. Ray can attest to what my calendar looks like. It's like real. Yeah.
It's ugly.
It's fine. We'll wing it.
But I'm used to what you're saying, so I can do that. I just don't know how to do the next step but we'll figure that out.
So who's IT support on site for the evening?
That would be me.
That would be you. Okay.
And again, the IT support on site is on family medical leave.
Okay.
So we'll figure this out.
We'll see what happens.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
but we should be fine.
We may reenact the revolution if it doesn't work out. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to have a revolution. But I am, like you, Kevin, I'm glad I'm having helpers to set up maybe 50 chairs. That's fine, because then I can devote my time to you. And that, to me, like you, program, I'm not ready for the people to come in the room until the technology is ready.
Okay, great.
Just so
I'm
you
not.
know.
I'm not really expecting any problems. I just wanted to say that that's the only thing I'm
Yeah.
technically concerned about at this time.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Okay, thank you.
The next thing is the Memorial Day Parade. We talked about the banners. 3 months ago, we decided we were not marching in the parade. So those banners, you're going to need at least 2 people to do it.
Oh, yeah. So we can,
I don't know if anybody here can, because I was just thinking about this on the way to here to the meeting, to work this morning. I'm like, Aaron's probably going to march with the Girl Scouts. Maritza's probably going to march with the soccer team.
I can't march at all.
Kevin can't march at all.
right.
Donna Lynn will maybe with the veterans, whatever group she's with.
She
And
might
then it'll be you and
probably be
me.
with the town committee or something, wouldn't she?
And I'm like, I was not planning on that.
Me neither, no.
So I don't think the parade marching thing is happening.
Well, what we could do though is like Aaron and his Girl Scouts, he can get a group of the girls to carry it. No?
Conflict of interest.
Oh, you think so?
Mhm.
Yeah. You gotta just
If
hang it
this
off a
whole
tractor.
thing is to have our logo on it, and we are not carrying it, I just
Well,
don't.
it's not really our logo. Well, it's just.
Yes, our logo's
it's
on
here,
it.
It's here.
Yes. It was supposed to identify us.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would want to be, I would
All right.
want.
Well, then
us
we
to
just
do it.
post it over in the green. They're gonna be all walking by it anyway.
Yeah. So no parade. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
One less thing.
Are we allowed to go to the parade if we're not going to be in the parade?
And
Is my wife
the
going with
problem
me?
is, I think I'm doing stuff with the other half.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
The other
saying.
parades he's in.
I'm just saying, is it going to look bad if I were to show up to at least watch the parade, even though I can't march in the parade? Okay. My wife will be asking, so I have to have an answer.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we're so small.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I could do is ask volunteers to come march. Which means I still have to be there, but because somebody from us has to coordinate.
Right. Well, I probably could be there.
Let me find out. Let me see if anybody wants to give up their Sunday on volunteers. I can ask.
Mhm.
All right, we'll do that. So I have to ask about volunteers. I have to figure that. Okay, cool. The next one, second history lecture, historian's toolbox. I just started that press too. That is all out, Kevin. That went to the patch. That's oh my gosh, where did I send it today? Hold on. It's on Facebook. That's on social media. I sent it to, let's see, I did it on our social media. I put it on the CT visit. I sent it today. It should be on the townwide events calendar if you're on that distribution list. I hope on Monday it'll go out with the Monroe school sites. I sent it to Bill Batar. I put it on the Connecticut Post events calendar, which is Eventbrite, if you ever do that. And then I'll probably continue I notified my staff about what's happening so they understand what's going on with our lectures, Kevin. And then, just keep going. Just keep posting and reposting. So that's.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show up and do it. I'll leave all of those details to you. I'm just gonna hobble in, plug in, and go for it.
Mr. Coleman is gone.
Teresa Coleman is no longer with the company.
Oh, she's not.
No.
I get it from a new person now.
You
That's what I'm
do.
saying. Oh, okay.
That's right. Next thing on the agenda is a Flag Day lecture. I am working with Daughters of the American Revolution. And and Betsy Ross is coming. This is not an Edith Wheeler sponsored event. It's just Monroe CT 250 and the DAR. I created a flyer. Debbie approved it. It's on the CT2 visit. It's on ctvisit.com. I will probably start 1 month ahead, which is May 18th. I start the posting on Facebook. I start the Bill Batar. I start all the cycle. 1 month ahead is when I really start cranking out the press. And she's approved the press release on that too.
Nicole, may I interrupt you really quick? I just want to let you, especially Kevin Olson, he did mention this. I want to ease his stress regarding his presentation. So just to confirm, Kevin, you actually do need to have a double monitor or a laptop, because you would have to go into the display setting and swap monitors, meaning you got to extend the displays in order for you to get the presenter view in one screen and then the slideshow for the audience. So you do indeed have to have a double monitor or a double laptop in this case.
Well, I only have a single laptop, and I would expect that if I were to right mouse click on my desktop and select display settings, I do have the ability, like right now I have 2 monitors, and it's set up, the second monitor is to extend the display of the laptop monitor. So it seems logical that I would not have to bring the secondary monitor as well, and also, use an HDMI to the projector. I would expect that the projector would be recognized as the second monitor.
That's the hope, that it would be recognized as an extended display.
That's what we do now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's working fine at home. It seems logical to me. Logical is no guarantee of anything, of course, but it's identifying my laptop as display number 1. The secondary monitor is display number 2. It's plugged into my docking station with an HDMI cable, but I have an HDMI port on the side of my laptop. So if I run an HDMI or Bluetooth, however it works, but an HDMI cable from the laptop to the projector, I would expect that it would recognize the projected view as the second monitor, and then I could extend the first display to the second, and it should work. I hope.
And also,
Correct.
If you get a screen and it's and you extend the display, you could actually change the number on the monitor if you get stuck.
Yes, that we can flip them back and forth, etc.
Yes.
Hey, Nicole, anybody be around on Saturday? Any of your
No,
staff?
we're booked all day Saturday. The room's not open.
Oh, the room's not open. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's that time.
What am I thinking? Okay, well, we'll do the best we can. I don't have any immediate plans to bring the second monitor.
Well, I can also have this. I'll have the laptop this is a company laptop, so this will be here.
Well, I don't know how that
there
would
you
help.
go.
How would that help?
And the worst case scenario,
That would help because you could extend the display from your laptop to her laptop by sending her the PowerPoint presentation, so you have it open on yours if the extension does not work, and then you can see what you're presenting in your own presenter's view while she projects it into the monitor.
All right, Marita, will you be there at all, or will you be?
I think you're busy that night. Yeah.
I'm busy that night, but if I am able to, I will certainly be there.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate the offer if you're available.
No problem. What time are you guys going to be there? Are you going to be there a little earlier?
I'll probably be there earlier, certainly.
A quarter of 6. We've got to open the doors at 6:15 for a 6:30 program.
Okay. And this is the 14th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I can be there at 5:30.
Okay, so even if I cannot be there the entire time, Kevin, I will really try my best to just be there really quick, at least to help you set up if it's the least that I can do to help you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, that eases some of my anxiety.
That's
I'm really diving in over here. I have currently about 70 slides, and we'll probably go over 100 by the time I'm done.
wow.
Everybody loves pictures, so we'll get all the early history out of the way, and then we'll go into a picture show, and people will love it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they don't.
They don't. Too bad. It was
Okay.
free.
Yeah.
Any other concerns you have about next Thursday, Kevin, before I move on?
No, I don't. Just getting it all done. That's all.
All righty. The next thing is very exciting. We are doing Light Up Monroe at dusk. Now, Donna Lynn wants, so this is a definite, this was everyone's idea about the luminaries to be with what are they called? Monroe Women's Club. So I have, let me see if I can find my little, no, there it is. Okay. The Donna Lynn asked me to close the loop on this event. So when we talked a while back, I was going to reach out to Monroe Congregational Church about selling the luminaries at the Strawberry Festival. In speaking with the Monroe Women's Club, what happens is the luminaries have to be completely purchased by the 19th of June. So that's illogical. And then the women's club then runs around and delivers them everywhere. Okay. So we won't be selling them at the Strawberry Festival.
There's only 5 women in that club.
I don't know how they do. Yes, Donna Lynn spoke with Deb Heim, the president of the club, or the committee chair of this. Deb Heim and I have worked on the flyer. We've got the press started. I've already put it on the Connecticut CT visit. And then probably on the 21st, I will start hot and heavy. If I have more time before then, I will hot and heavy start marketing and using the flyer and the order form as the flyer and start putting it all out there. I almost want to say, I thought I sent it. I thought it went through today. I don't know. Anyway,
The current campaign that they're on is actually collecting pet food supplies.
yeah. So we've got. I don't want to confuse people. I don't want to step on their campaigns versus another campaign. So that's where we are on that. So this is really
There's
cool.
only 4 weeks left for that.
That's 4 weeks is May 21st, and that's when I would start the process.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Okay. So this is kind of cool. We didn't know this, but this is what is national. So this is actually the press release. We're inviting residents to purchase luminaries to light up their neighborhood and their business to commemorate the birthday. It actually coincides with the National Flag Foundation's event, Light to Unite. So lighting buildings and landmarks. So we were smarter than we thought. So I want to lead a discussion. I've already through this over for selectmen once. I threw it over to Public Works once about purchasing luminaries and decorating the gazebo here. I don't know if we want to do that with Save Our Stepney or what we wanted to do.
That'd be nice.
Because we now have money left over. I don't know if we want to do that now or if we want to take a vote when we have more people here to discuss it, but that was what I was thinking to do. I definitely want to get permission to put the luminaries around the gazebo. Because I think that would be nice.
But they're not, it's just with
They're white paper bags with
battery operated.
battery operated,
Right.
not real candles.
Right. That
So-
sounds, how many you need though?
He told me that would be the first selectman. We had the conversation and he said, he did tell me how many I needed.
20?
No, he did the math like this.
Well, it's before the new budget, so we have to be frugal.
He told me it's either 3 or 5 between each part of the gazebo. He wants to do an odd number, and then I was thinking around on the outside, and then maybe a fake pathway to the steps or something.
There's probably 8 to 10 sides then.
Yes, he gave me it, and I can't find it at all now.
And how much is that gonna cost?
They are, one moment, please. $5 is a dozen bags with each with 6-hour candles, and it's payable to the Monroe Women's Club. So we can either do that, we can think about it or not. So the order deadline is June 19th, and they deliver the weekend of the 20th. So we have some time to think about it. I may put a reservation in for the gazebo. I still may talk to Save Our Stepney about this, and say, do you want to support the Women's Club, or did you already do this type of thing and do it there? We can buy them. I don't know, something to that effect. But I think it would be really cool to do that.
It's a nice effect.
So it's only like $150 then, what you're saying, for each gazebo,
Probably,
and less for theirs, because theirs is actually smaller than this one.
right.
They don't call it a gazebo, Ray. They call it a kiosk.
A kiosk.
Kiosk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That-
okay.
That's what we have at the bank.
Yeah, that's
And then
true.
what I would probably do, as the director, where I would probably buy bags and light up the library. Right, the front there, because like they do in Gallup, New Mexico, for the churches. So
Sounds like a good idea.
I think it would be cute.
Because the churches
And
have
how
been-
I'm marketing it, when I put it out on marketing, it's this is our fireworks,
Nice.
right?
There you
Truly what our
go.
fireworks are. This is it, locate. And I think that's what Donna Lynn was hoping for too.
These are our fireworks.
But if you need donations, I can get that donated too.
You could
Well,
say that
now, hold
each
the phone.
luminary represents cannon fire during the revolution. How's that?
Yes, that's right.
People will love it.
Any questions about that? What we can do, let's table that vote until maybe we have more people, or maybe I get you some more information about what it really looks like money-wise type of thing. See what that is, but that was my idea. The last history lecture is June 25th, another Thursday night. The peppercorn lease, I haven't even started that. I did put it on CT Visit, so it's out there with the cemetery stone that you gave me. And I think I sent you that link. And yeah, I won't start that until after Memorial Day as
That's
marketing.
fine. I won't start anything on it until then either.
It's too soon.
I'll look at my-
Peppercorn lease?
Yeah, don't ask me. Just
Okay,
write it down. Just
It's
write
not-
it
Okay.
down. Okay, so
Come to the
here,
lecture, Ray, you'll like it.
Oh, I live it on hamburgers too.
There's no food or anything. It's,
Oh, no hamburgers?
No.
Okay, sorry.
it's not cacio pepe.
okay.
Sounds good.
I'm just getting myself organized. Bear with me. That's the reading. That's the t-shirts. That's that. Okay, we have a lot of decisions to make. So in the email that I sent to all of you earlier this week from the Connecticut Humanities, Hartford has finally given out their agenda. So they call it the Hartford Bonanza and the Capitol Commemoration. So the first item is, I sent this to the first selectman asking if he wants to do this. The Hartford Bonanza, I need to create an application for this. The first decision we need to make, there is an America 250 CT marketplace. I probably at somewhere around Bushnell Park with a tabling our options starting at 10 o'clock. Did anyone want to, do we think we need a table?
No. If we do, I won't be at it.
Right. Okay. The next thing is the recommitment ceremony. This is in Hartford. Representative, I requested the first selectman to make a decision on that. The Connecticut Humanities also suggested, if not an elected official, me, or a veteran or a student to decide to what you're recommitting is you're recommitting to you're re-signing the Declaration of Independence. So we as a nation are recommitting to the Declaration. So I have to wait for him before I get a victim for the next part.
Can we recommit to the Constitution too?
Yeah, let's not push our luck. We got what, another 10 years before we have to do that one?
Right.
Okay, so this is the next thing. This is also coming up from the national level. It's the bell ringing. So they're saying at 2 o'clock, they were wanting to go ahead and do a bell ringing in the town. That came up with, Sue brought it up when she went to the town clerk's annual convention, and that has been out there for a while. I mean, what I can do, I mean, I don't know if we want to if we want to get all our volunteers on the gazebo with a bell. Do we just want to send a press release out? Hey guys, be part of this with a flyer, that kind of thing. Monroe residents, find your bells and stand out there and celebrate the event. Do we want to tell the churches?
There must be a bell app on everyone's phone. Okay, so.
Well, I know that across the street at the church there, I know the gentleman who refurbished their bells. They do work now. So maybe they would ring their bells for us at 2 o'clock.
Who refurbished the bell?
Rob Westland.
Didn't they just hang a new cord?
No, I think he had to go up there and do something with the apparatuses and so forth. It was a little bit involved.
And what are the churches in Stepney? That's a Baptist? No.
No, this is over here.
Baptist church. No churches in Stepney have bells.
No.
Currently.
Oh, really? The white one across the street doesn't have one?
No. The bell that was originally on the Methodist Episcopal Church on the east side of the green has been moved to Cutlass Farm Road. It's now mounted on a platform. Same with the Baptist church on the west side. It's just outside the church. The bell in St. Peter's Church it was installed in 1875 and has been exposed to the elements in an open belfry for over 150 years. I don't trust it. I don't recommend ringing it, but it's not my decision.
Yeah, that's a pity.
I remember reading a love letter of how it was so appropriately mended, but
well, maybe Save Our Stepney would do something in their kiosk for bell ringing.
Maybe.
Ask Kathy.
They're all about celebrations over there.
Yes.
Okay. And the last thing for Light Up Monroe, we need volunteers to light the bags if we place them around the town. So that's either us or I call volunteers. So sunset is right now. So and fireworks start at 9.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone is around willing to run around the gazebos and kiosks and stuff like that to set them up or anything like that.
On July 4th.
On July 4th.
Itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
tell you my personal. Okay, this is what I think.
I'm not even physically capable of doing that. I'm sorry to
Nope, that's okay. Let me tell you how this is going to roll. I can hear this already.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. I can hear that I will know on Friday night that I will need to go to Hartford.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to go to Hartford by 9 o'clock. Hopefully, maybe take the train out of New Haven to Hartford and go there. Because go to Hartford, run there. I don't know if they're going to expect me to march in the parade too. Sign, recommit, come back. So that's 2 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock already. I mean, I won't be present for bell ringing. I can be present for putting the bags out, but I need to get home by 7 o'clock, because if I don't get home by 7 o'clock, I will never get home, because I live where I can see the Shelton Derby fireworks, and I'm sure I will
Oh,
be
they're
blocked.
very good. They're great.
I will be blocked if I don't get home on time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind doing it. I'm sure my husband can't do it. Can my husband do it? No,
No, he won't be going home either.
he won't be. No,
He
he's
won't be able to get home either.
no, because they're reading the Declaration at noon. They're
Yeah.
there, and all the bells on the Derby Green ring. It's wonderful. And they ring the bells, and they're going to do the recommitment on the Derby Green. It's going to be great. But I can't do, you know what I mean? He'll be someplace else. So,
I can do it if, I'm just gonna make sure I'm
so
around.
just think about this. If you, I mean, I can ask volunteers, but I just want you to think about how that day's going to look like, type of thing. There's kind of cool stuff going on. But
I could do it if I'm around.
I mean,
gotta
I
just
will
wanna come
probably
around.
do it too. I think Donald, what did Donald Lynn say when she volunteered herself for something else? One moment, please. Okay, July 4th. I'll give up my holiday to staff the events for the 2 o'clock bell ringing and lighting the green. To light up the Stepney kiosk, can we
Kiosk.
ask SOS to help? I will do that.
We can do that.
We need to determine how many luminaries so we can have Deb order them for us, right? So she's with us on that. I just want you to think about the timing of all that, not that you can or can't do it, or what you think will happen, but I just want you to know about that.
I just think we should just lock and load on fine and committee getting it done.
Yes,
You know, because it's
we'll
already
figure it
the
out.
middle of May.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What I have to find out.
And I can get it donated, like I said, if you want the $300.
Well, here's the thing. If we have gotten $2,000 from the Monroe CT, the birthday party, I think we need to spend it.
Yes, if it's available.
It's available. We have
Okay.
probably 1,000. And if you read that email, we're getting another 500. All affiliates are getting another 500 from the Connecticut Humanities. I don't know
Oh.
when that money's dropping, but it's coming.
Okay, good.
So there's more money coming. I have to ask how one not-for-profit orders something from another not-for-profit. Can you see how this is going to get
Yeah.
funky?
Mhm.
Couple of things here. I just want to go over the marketplace. So we said no on the marketplace. I just want to be sure I have fill out. The recommitment ceremony representative, who will attend the recommitment? Only one individual may be listed as the official rep. May not need to be elected official or municipal employee. I don't have to go either.
You could just pay someone to go.
I could pay someone.
Extra.
Please, and the last thing they're asking us to do as soon as possible is please complete the survey to let us know your municipality's plans for the Independence Day. So this is why I had questions about the bell ringing, which I can do some homework on and bring that in 2 weeks. And I can start asking about Light Up Your Life and all that, Light Up Your Life,
Yes,
Light Up
let me
Monroe,
know.
that too. And start filling out this too, because they're looking for all of that because they want to put like a big list. I also tomorrow, what I'll do is I will say we're doing all of this. Senator Perillo wants to know what we're doing so he can come as well. So that's
Okay.
good. The other things, a couple other things that are national is America's Potluck. Join Utah State Commission and others around the country hosting a potluck, big or small. Funny that Sue had the thought. I mean, what I can do on that is just run some press on that with Bill Batar. I'll probably just do press releases. Everyone else is having picnics. I mean, I can talk I'm talking to the churches about bell ringing. I can talk to them about, are you doing anything like this? Did you know? Because I know they have a lot of after services things, so we could talk about that. And the last thing that I think is very cool is July 8th, the Spirit of America joining Hawaii State Commission and hosting a reading of the Declaration of Independence. because that's when it finally made it to the colonies. I have the Declaration of Independence that Derby Historical reads every year, and I have it in 5-part harmony. My question to you guys is, do we keep it to 5? What do we want to do on that? Do we want to make it like we did on the proclamation, a big hoo-ha? It's a 6 o'clock reading. Do we want to offer it to more people to read? I can break it down a little bit more. What do we think? Do you guys want to read it?
No. I don't know. I don't know if you want to break it down and have read by multiple people. It's a nice idea if you can get the people to do it.
Right now it's in 5, but I don't know that in 5 is pretty good.
Wouldn't people think that would be done on the 4th itself rather
No,
than the 8th?
well, everybody else is someplace else. And again, if I do the press release indicating that this is when it finally made it to the colonies,
Maybe it should be part of the 2 p.m. national bell ringing.
okay, and who's going to come when they're all parading in Hartford?
Well, nobody from here is going to Hartford. You think people-
Perillo's going. I'm
Well-
sure Tony Scott's going.
Oh, that's good.
And you know what I mean? I just,
You know,
I will tell you, when Derby does it, there's a very few people. There's the Boy Scouts.
that's what I'm saying.
There's very few
There's
on the
nobody-
4th.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but the 8th may be better because it's
But
a school night.
I
It's a,
think, but people think that the 4th is over and it's over.
okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how many people are thinking about the festivities after the 4th at midnight. It's over, like New Year's Eve.
On the Connecticut visit, when you put your event, they're asking if it's spring, summer, winter, or fall. They're asking if people
Yes.
are going right
Oh,
through.
I'm sure they are. Yes, I'm sure, but not with an important task of reading the
Declaration.
Declaration of Independence. I'm not sure.
Anybody else thoughts about that? Too late in the game?
Perhaps.
It's a good idea.
Agreed.
Just-
It's a good idea, but I do agree that it could be a little late.
Too late? Okay.
Mm.
All righty. No, that's okay. Just, what remember, like what you were saying, right? The hurrah is gone.
Yeah, the crescendo has happened.
Yeah.
Well said.
Do you want to read the Declaration at 2 o'clock with the bells?
Well, I guess I was just thinking that it makes it a little more interesting as to what's happening at 2 o'clock besides bells ringing, because people probably might not realize what it's about if they don't read the press releases.
Yeah, Ray makes a good point.
And a lot of people don't read.
And as we're noodling, what do you think that looks like?
Yeah, how long does it take to read the Declaration of Independence?
Not that long.
No.
But do you want to make it more than just reading the Declaration of Independence? Do you want to have people involved?
Yeah, like maybe
You
the
wanna
Boy
do-
Scouts, the Girl Scouts.
So something like the proclamation, I just don't
Mhm,
know.
everything, yeah.
That's,
You know, and then culminate with the bells ringing and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for coming out.
so that would be, it takes, depending on how much you're doing, you would have to start, that event would probably start at 12, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. I mean, it's a 20-minute ceremony. And by 2 o'clock, you're gonna start 10 minutes late anyway. 15 minutes late. You're gonna do it for 20 minutes, and you're gonna ring the bells at 2 o'clock. And have a great afternoon. Don't worry about the pouring rain. It won't melt you. We'll have fun out here.
Any other thoughts?
Yeah, laminate the declaration, just in case.
Right.
I think Ray makes a good point.
Okay.
It just rolled right out of his mouth before he put the candy in.
Well, thank you. You're watching me, huh?
You see how he rewarded himself for that idea. Good job.
And we can do that. I mean,
I'm
I
having
can,
one for you too. Don't worry.
Take two.
I
Let's
can
do it.
take the template that we did on proclamation. I can do all that kind of press and we'll work on that, go that way.
Mhm.
See if I can, I'll flesh it out. We've got, you may not think, but we have got time. And we'll go that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can talk about it next meeting.
Nicole, a couple years ago, St. Peter's Church across the green merged with Grace Episcopal Church in Trumbull. And their church in Trumbull has, well, actually, St. Peter's has electronic bells that are not functioning. And they were originally installed in the early 1960s. They're an electromechanical device made in Pennsylvania. But that was because the bell that's hanging there now was becoming problematic. But the church in Trumbull, Grace Church, the plan was to take their Carillon electronic bell system and transfer it to St. Peter's. So I know that had been in the works. I don't know how close they are to finishing it. They are electronic, but they sound fantastic. I mean, it sounds like
Well, that's what Rob told me. He volunteered his time to help them get that resolved. Now, maybe that's what he did. I don't know what kind of work he did.
I have no idea. I don't know the man, so I can't say. But I know that in speaking with someone that I'm friends with who teaches Sunday school there, that was the plan, to transfer the bells from the Trumbull Church to the Monroe Church. So how close that is,
no, he told me they're working. He made them work about 2 months ago.
Oh, fantastic! So
Yeah.
that would be
Whatever it is, they're working. Something's working.
because when I grew up here, they had the Carillon bells ringing every Sunday on the green, and I'm about a mile south of the green, and it really sounds fantastic. When you have a single bell tolling, it gives you kind of a funeral effect. But when you have Carillon bells, it's, weddings and all things good. So perhaps that could be an option as you're speaking to the churches. I don't believe they actively ring the bell in the Congregational Church. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard it. There may be one in the belfry, but I don't know if they ring it.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. That's all the old business I had.
I'm
Yep.
so sorry to interrupt, but I do have to go if that's okay.
Okay. Thank you, Marita.
Thank you, Marita.
You're welcome.
Good
No
night.
problem. Kevin, I will be there to help you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
She's fantastic.
Have a good night, Marita. I think you're going to be fine, Kevin. We do it
I
all
think
the
so
time.
as well, but
We do it all the time. My problem is I would be the second laptop because I'm the one that has to do all Zoom.
We'll get there, I'm sure. But I
Yeah.
have to say, I'm just very impressed.
No,
with
and
her
and the
willingness
second
to-
laptop wouldn't be
good
for
thought.
you.
No,
It's for me, but I don't know how to do it.
It's a good thought. So yeah.
No, but just her willingness to help is very,
Yeah,
very
Yeah.
Yeah, she
appreciated.
seems like she knows what she's talking about.
she does. Okay, you had a question about it's new business. All about you, Kevin. Rochambeau root sign and tents.
Yes, every week the Historical Society is sending me emails, inquiries about this, that, and the other thing. The original Rochambeau sign was hung up in the 1950s or early 60s, and that fell into disrepair and was replaced. The one that replaced it was damaged during a winter storm, and it was hanging off one of its two chains, and it was on the property of Ed Coffey's son David, who's since passed. David and his father and his mother. But we're trying to find that sign. There was a woman over in Lower Barnhill who suggested that it might be very nice to rehang that and have a dedication. And I'm thinking, well, it's on a main road. how would you possibly do that safely?
Well, if you want to, I would, and this is what they did at Derby over 20 years ago. Roche de la Zone was there as well. So I would ask you, they redid it. So I would ask you to, if you could, call the town clerk at City Hall in Derby. His name is Mark Garofalo.
Yeah.
And he and Rick Dunn, who is now president of Valley Cog, or now Naugatuck Valley Cog, the two of them figured out how to get it redone.
Well, we're looking for the sign that we're hoping is in David Coffey's barn.
Okay.
I'm trying to work with his wife, Karen, and she said she's pretty certain it's there. She just hasn't located it yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's a need to recreate it.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I just don't think it's something that could really practically be included in the celebration, because where the pole is currently, it's right on Monroe Turnpike.
Yeah,
and the one in Derby is on 34 at that fourth corner where everybody dies. No, you can do it. Trust me, it can get done.
Well,
it was done at Derby.
Let me get in touch with Karen Coffey once again and see if she's had any luck.
And that I would call town clerk and tell Mark that I sent you.
Mark Garofalo, and what's the other fellow's name?
Yep.
What's the other?
Garofalo.
No, who's the other fellow you mentioned?
Rick Dunn. He is the president of Naugatuck Valley, whatever COG. What is COG? Of Governments,
Yeah.
Council of Governments.
Council of Governments.
Out of Waterbury, but he's a Derby kid. The two of them, I can see the photo in the New Haven Register of the two of them hanging it back up on 34.
Are we going to be allowed to do that, Monroe?
Well, look, there we'll tell you how you can do that with the state, like with the state highway and all that kind of stuff. Ask them how they did it.
Okay.
I know, and knowing the two of them, because they went to high school together, maybe they just kind of snuck in there and did it. Maybe it wasn't so damaged either, but I don't know.
Well, as I'm hanging the bags of lights around the gazebo at 10 o'clock at night, I can go quickly hang it up. It's not a big deal.
But the other thing is,
you're going to need platform shoes, Ray.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll find those.
The other thing is, Kevin, if that doesn't work, or if Mrs. Coffey doesn't work, I have a contact at Rochambeau. Remember way back a year ago, I said they wanted us to be part of it, and the whole Lafayette and meeting Jefferson and the whole. Remember all that? So I've been following them, and I have a contact at the Rochambeau RR 3R or whatever it is, and maybe they can tell you how you can remake it.
Well, we have photos of it.
Yes, A or B, whatever you need to do.
Okay. Well, let me contact Karen Coffey first and foremost, and see if there's any luck there. I reached out to her once already. I haven't heard back. Somebody from the Historical Society is in touch with her more than I am. Maybe I have the wrong number. I don't know. But I just texted her. From previous text, I used the same number unless her number's changed. I just haven't heard anything. We follow up.
Okay. And then the tents on Stepney, you talked a little bit about that before that. I had that about making sure they don't present that it's a Rochambeau encampment.
Yeah, Rochambeau was not here.
Yeah.
And the maps don't show Duc de Lizon, and the French military maps don't show Duc de Lizon and Derby either.
But went through. It's there.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I don't necessarily believe it, but that's okay.
That's okay. I heard that the tents were actually, maybe one tent was going to represent Rochambeau's encampment, but that the other tents were all going to represent stages of Monroe's development. That's how I heard.
I don't know. You probably know more about it than I do, Nicole. I know that Save Our Stepney Task Force doesn't do anything lightly.
Yeah.
They're like a performance troupe. So we might even have like revolutionary mimes over there for all I know. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They don't do anything small.
Okay,
So it was only my priority to clarify that Rochambeau was not in town.
okay,
Lafayette was not in town. Only Duke de Luzon was in town. I believe he passed through Stepney on their way to their next stop in Reading. I think they went up Hattertown Road and across Knapp Street towards Reading. But they did not encamp on the Stepney Green.
Okay.
So there wasn't even a Stepney Green to encamp on at the time. But anyhow, I'm sure they'll represent it properly now that we've given them some details.
what else did I want to bring?
And if they don't, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
But I have the text history showing that I did my best.
That's
All right.
good.
So a couple of things I have to do. You're going to talk about the banners with Sue and the flags.
Mhm.
I have a circle, talk to Kathy, or you're going to talk to Kathy about
will.
maybe not until July, how long we'll keep it up.
Right.
We have to talk, I have to find technical ways I can Zoom record your presentations. I have to see if I don't know, see if I get any volunteers to march in the parade. Bell ringing. I have to contact the churches about ringing the bells and put that with a 1 o'clock event for reading the Declaration of Independence, but we're okay with 5 readers. Is that true? Did I hear that?
I think so.
Yes,
Okay, that's all I have.
I can ask Kathy about the bells since I'll be talking to her about the other.
Sure,
I'll knock off 2 birds with 1 stone.
and please let me know what you're doing. 'Cause so I don't duplicate, because I may get on, like you, I get on a roll. Okay, and then I will let Senator Perillo know what we're doing. I don't think I have to confirm anything to Humanities in Hartford yet on who's doing what, but that's what I know so far.
Sounds good.
Kevin, is there anything I've missed?
No, I think you've covered everything. I know how to contact you if I have any concerns between now and Thursday. And I think we'll be okay.
And just so you know, I will be on Tuesday morning. I will be at a doctor's appointment to probably 1. And then I have a 1 o'clock interview. So I'm not available Tuesday afternoon until after 2.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Are you around Tuesday? Did you want to come in Tuesday afternoon?
No, I'm working. I can't.
Okay. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I know I said I was all day Wednesday, but I do have Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's it. If we have nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and close the meeting at 8:13.
Okay.
Thank you, Kevin, for
Great.
doing all that
Thank you
work.
so much. Yeah, great job, Kevin. As always.
As always. Thank you, Kevin. And I'm going to say goodbye